Hey, it's Todd here again with TRZ Motorsports. Today I'm going to talk about our bolt-in steering columns. This particular one I'm going to show you is for a Fox Body Mustang 7993. We also have them available for the S550 Mustang. Not a lot of people know, but it is kind of a new car. We have them for first gen Camaro, second, third, fourth gen Camaros, so basically all the F bodies up to fourth gen. We have them for the Novas. We have them for both Model S10s. A bodies, 64, 67, and 68 to 72, the separate part numbers there. And we do have them coming out soon for the C5 and C6 Corvette. They're not on our website yet, but we are testing it now and should have pricing and pics and everything up fairly shortly on that one, hopefully. So this is our Fox Body steering column. Our normal kit, it comes with the outer tube, it's chromoly. The inner tube is also chromoly. Firewall plate, it's adjustable. Column bracket, also adjustable. We send these two parts loose. It's the Delrin and the shaft clamp. I'll show you what you do with those in a little bit. But yeah, this is a column for a Fox Body. One of the unique things about our column, compared to some of the others on the market, is you can adjust the height of it. It's not a bolt-in and steering wheel's up here and you have no choice. Some people sit down, some people sit back. There's different height people, obviously. Not everybody wants their steering wheel in the same spot. With this, you can adjust it to fit your needs, where you prefer. You want to be comfortable while you're driving your race car. So this will bolt in right where the factory column plate comes out, and this has a little swivel. So you'll bolt this in, leave this loose, put the column tube right through there, bolt this on where the factory bracket comes off, and it's also adjustable. You can see we have a few different holes for adjustments. You can move it up and down. You can also turn this thing this way if you prefer and drop it down, so there's different heights that you can do right there. Leave it all loose while you're bolting it all in. Leave these 3 bolts here loose, leave this loose. You get it in there. Once it's in, you can adjust the height, get it where you want, then go ahead and lock down, this bolt right here. It's just a 3H24 grade 8 with a thick nylock on it, and lock down these 1032 screws that are bolted to the back of this little clamp here with this unique swivel ball. Once that's all bolted in, then your column will be locked in place. You go ahead and put the steering column 3/4 tube, the inner tube in there. We leave the steering wheel side of this loose for a reason. We don't pre-press these in. Again, like I was talking about before, people sit in different spots. So we send both of these tubes long. You can cut this tube and this tube to fit where you want the steering wheel, depending on where you're sitting. Once you do that, then press in this Delrin. We do recommend either drilling or reaming it to 3/4 to fit this after you press it in, because it's sometimes a tight fit. It does fit right now, it's just when it presses in it can get a little bit tight. We have this clamp here. People ask all the time what that's for. It's just if you have the steering column bolted in and you have some U-joints on down to the rack, there can be a little slop with the U-joints moving around. You can either put this on, if you have room, in the engine bay side, pull up on the steering wheel a little bit, take the slop out of it, lock this clamp in, that takes all the slop out, or you can put it up here behind the quick disconnect, and once you can push down on it, lock this in place, clamp it, and it takes all the slop out of the steering wheel. Either way, it doesn't matter, doesn't really matter, it's just take the little bit of wiggle that's normally in the steering columns out of it. So this is our column, our normal kit. These 2 tubes, these brackets, these couple pieces that you put on after you're doing it. So that's our normal kit. Optional with that, we don't include it because some people already have it. We use a strange quick disconnect. We machine this stub down so it can fit inside the 3/4 tube, okay? It doesn't come like that. It's meant for a little bit thinner wall material. This is 3/4 058. So if you just buy a strange one on your own, you would have to machine this to fit in a little bit. You just got to take a little bit off and it fits right in there, as you can see. If you're getting a column and this from us, we pre-do that because we know you're using it together. Not everybody does that. Sometimes people get this separate. If we don't know it's our column, we won't machine it and that'll be on you. Part of the quick disconnect, a little TRZ horn button. Comes with all of our quick disconnects. The other optional item, U-joint for the engine bay side. There's a few different U-joints. I'm not sure what you're going to be connecting it to. You know, you can have a rack and pinion with a 3/4 tube already there. Some people have a D shaft. There's a 3/4 and a 1-inch D. Some people are connecting the factory steering box. GM's used all different kinds, from 3/4 30, 3/4 36, 1-inch 48. We've seen 6 or 7 different U-joints that GM has used on different steering boxes. So we can normally get it for you. You just have to count and measure your splines to see. This one right here is a 3/4 30 spline to a 3/4 adapter. So you would hook it right there, work your way on down, should that be what you need. We also have a 3/4 3/4 smooth if you're just attaching to a 3/4 steering shaft that may or may not be in your rack kit that you got, if you have one. Our rack kits do come with a 3/4 tube, and it comes with a U-joint already. So if you're getting our rack kit and a steering column, you'll have the correct U-joint with it. It's in the kit. The other option, we do sell the steering wheels. This quick disconnect uses any Grant 5-bolt steering wheel. There's literally hundreds of them to choose from. Obviously, it's more a preference. We stock these ones that have the little centering yellow strip up top. Does have the buttons for the trans brake or bump, whatever you're doing. Bolts right to it. These are the ones we stock. If it's not the one you want, there's companies make aluminum ones out there. There's literally hundreds that you can get. That's up to you. It's more a personal preference. As far as a quick disconnect also, it doesn't have to be a Strange. We only sell Strange. Mark Williams, not sure who else. There's a couple other companies that make some of these. It doesn't really matter. Once you fit it inside 3/4 tube, weld it, as long as it's the one you want. The Strange one, it's splined, and it has a little, I don't know if you can see it all, there's a thick flat spot right here to help you center it back up, so when it can't go back in, the steering wheel can't be off, it's always going to go back in the same spot. So that is the nice thing about this versus some of the other ones on the market, which is why we use that, plus we like the Strange items. What else? We get the question about weight. Just the column alone, the normal parts in the column, depending on which column kit you get, 5 to 6 pounds is what it weighs total. Shipping weight's like 7 pounds, that's what we have listed on the website. That includes the box and everything, but the parts themselves, 5 to 6 pounds. I think that's it. That's about it on the steering columns. If you have any other questions on the steering columns, you can call us at 407-933-7385. You can email us, sales@trzmotorsports.com. You can Facebook message us, send us an Instagram message, any way you'd like. It's up to you. That's really it. Hope to hear from you.